that if the scarcity lingers, moving sensitive election materials will be hindered. The scarcity has continued to linger despite several assurances from the Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation Limited and the oil marketers that the issue is being addressed. Well, joining us now is the National Operations Controller of IPMAN, that's Independent Marketers Association of Nigeria, Michael Osatuyi. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Talk to us, make it clear for our viewers and everyone to understand what really the issue is before we go into solutions that is being brought up by NNPCL after the meeting that is reported was had in Abuja, I think, on Tuesday.
Thank you. I think the issue mainly is on supply. When supply cannot meet demand, definitely there will be scarcity. And it's not only a section of Nigeria, it's throughout the whole country. So it means there's a problem of supply. But on Tuesday, there was a meeting with the stakeholders and the operators that lasted up to 10:30 p.m. And I think the so important of petrol NPC is they are trying to address the issue. But at the same time, they shouldn't have waited until the president of Nigeria put up a 40-man committee to solve the problem. You know, when the committee is being chaired by Nigeria president to be distributing fuel, it means there's a problem. It's even an indictment on NPC. It means they are failed to do their job, but at the same time, what matters is solution. And the way it is, the whole country is dry for fuel. It has become a security issue, a threat to the security of the country. But I think it will be addressed based on the outcome of the meeting they had on Tuesday.
It seems you're not confident that it will be addressed because you're saying...
It will be addressed. It will be. I think they are now more serious now. They are more serious now. And they are taking proactive actions. We have complained in IPMAN that they don't give us this product directly. And we buy from third parties. But now, they want to open more depots for IPMAN to be loading at official price. And this time around, they are very serious. And they have mandated depot owners that month that they must set to us at official price. And they are also serious to comply because I think there are going to be a big sanction if they don't. And then with IPMAN, we are not ready again for anybody to put the thing on our doorstep. If you are buying at a bad price, we are going to expose them. And we're ready for showdown because anything that happens, they say is IPMAN. So we are going to comply also selling the product to Nigerians at a very good price. When you add the depot price, when you add the transportation and logistic. And I mean, in another 2 weeks, I think Nigerians should be expecting to have a relief. If they do massive importation in the next few days.
All right. The NNPC has continuously said that there is adequate fuel in the country. Is that something that Nigerians should believe or disbelieve exactly from what you're saying now, that if there has to be, the challenge is the issue of supply. But NNPC is saying there's adequate supply.
Yeah, they claim they have 1.6 billion liters, but where is the fuel? They didn't bring it out. We are ready to buy. And we are, and IPMAN, let me tell you, IPMAN, we pay and carry. We don't have, I mean, we're not on, a critical customer. We pay before we carry. So if they have fuel, then bring it out to depots. And we are going to sell to Nigerians at official price, at approved price. But for years, we have been clamoring that give this product to us. But I think now they are more serious now to give us directly because they want to open up now the system. But you see, the problem is that when you have a monopoly system in any system, there's going to be abuse. There will be corruption, there will be unfairness,
So where is this abuse coming from? Is it from the part of NNPC, the marketers, or the distributors? Where is the corruption or the abuse coming from?
When you have monopoly system, I mean, if NNPC is so important, they are the one that have the yam and the knife, so they can do whatever they like. But at the same time, if the system has been opened up to all players, to import, right, and distribute, we're not going to be talking of this.
Yeah, but that was what the government was trying to prevent. There was a time that everybody just import and make a claim. And some persons didn't import. In fact, some people, like we heard that some people imported water and they got claimed for what they did not import. It was also an abuse of when the system was open. People were bringing in fact, recall just not too long ago, if fuel was imported to this country and it was bad fuel. So how do we...
Let me say something. I mean, I happen to be privileged to be a member of that committee that verified the subsidy, I mean, in 2012. So what we are saying is a fact. In any system, we have bad egg. In any system, all the systems in the whole world. So you can, but some agencies are saddled with the responsibility of checking, preventing all this abuse. Have they done their job? Like smuggling, they're talking about. Smuggling, they're talking about. We have people on the border. We have security agencies that are being paid by the government. Customs is there, police is there, immigration is there. Why should they allow to pass the border? It means that there's a collapse, there's collusion from the system. So you cannot but have some bad egg in any system. But it is the duty of the government and the agencies to control, to checkmate all this abuse. So what we are saying, that regulation is the key to this problem. But thank God that the frontline contender for presidency have said individually that they would agree. Even the president of the country said by June, it will remove subsidy. So by then, we are not going to be coming here to come and tell Nigerians. The country is hot now. It's hot now. There's queue everywhere in the whole country. But I'm sure, based on the meeting of Tuesday, the NNPC, they have now woken up.
But this is not the first meeting that IPMAN is having with the NNPC. I recall sometime last year, we had a conversation with the president of IPMAN, and he said that they just finished a meeting with NNPC and that they were going to give them products, and they released about 300 tankers into the country, and it would ease petrol. So I'm wondering what the conversation has been with NNPCL before now, such that you are now seeing some level of seriousness with the NNPCL, and you are certain, confident that this scarcity that we are seeing in 2 weeks' time would ease off.
That time, there was no sincerity.
How do you mean?
They were not sincere.
How so?
Sincere in the sense that we asked them that give this product to us directly. But now, okay, let me ask you a question. Why did they now agree to open up more depots for us to load? I think they're talking about 4 depots now. For us to be loading. Right?
Were those depots closed before?
No, they know what they're supposed to do. No, I'm talking of DAPMAN depots, which they can arrange throughput to it, and push product there. Because let me say, IPMAN has 80% of retail in the country. It's not negotiable. It's not disputable. So if we have 80% retail outlet, then it means we are the major players. Yeah, Mama have their own. Yes, DAPMAN have few. Yeah, but they're supposed to push people to us that, we are in the villages, hamlets, and the towns. Yes. So IPMAN is major players and player in this system. And if you try to ignore IPMAN, then there'll be problems.
So were they ignoring you? Was the government ignoring you?
Yeah, they were ignoring before. Yes.
Why?
Because we buy from, I don't know the reason, but because we are buying from third party. But now, I think they are going to address that.
Is that buying from the third party that caused the increase in price?
Yes, yes.
At what price were you buying from the third party?
We are buying over 300 per liter, but some But I'm talking of now. So, but if you buy 300 per liter or 305, and you put your transport charges, which has also gone up. In fact, Ekiti State now, transport from Lagos to Ekiti is 1.5 million per liter, which naira, which better is now. So, I mean, better you add that 30 naira to 3, you're going to about 340 to the station. Then how much?
Speaking to us about developments with regards to the fuel scarcity, where INEC has said that if something is not done, it might hamper the distribution of sensitive materials. But the NNPCL has come out to say that in the coming weeks, there will be some sort of relief with regards to that, and they are working in collaboration with INEC to ensure that there will be a hitch-free election. But then, before we went on the break, you were talking about NNPCL being born again and being sincere now to addressing the matter. What changed? What changed?
Well, because what brought the change is because the president put up a 40-man committee. Go normally, and this is the month of election, you know? It's embarrassing, right?
So with this committee now, are you saying that there will be adequate fuel before the election?
Yeah, they will. I think the committee is a high-level committee, and I'm sure that they are going to also involve the players and the operators like IPMAN, one man, that man, to find solution, because it's a matter of supply. In a meeting at us, what to happen in the whole country, because people are angry. They're hungry. So if those two things combine, you know the meaning.
So are we saying that moving forward we will not have issues of scarcity again?
It with what happened on Tuesday, I'm sure that in another 2 weeks we are going to have relief in the country. And we can't go to election with this. You can see the INEC chairman saying that there's a problem. I'm sure that in another 2 weeks there will be fuel in the country, and it will be given. They also charge us, but I learned that they are going to cancel that one. I will confirm today. They've canceled because they usually charge you 300 per liter, as union news. But I think they agreed to cancel it. And if you pay that 300, we have to add it to the court. So if all the players and the operators decide to behave well, I think Nigeria will. Yes.
I like your choice of words. It was born again earlier, and now it is behavior well.
Now, this aspect of the template that you've been using for 15 years that you feel needs to be reviewed. Talk to us about what's in the template and why it needs reviewing.
The template, the present template was done the PAPRA then. Petroleum Price Regulatory Agency then. And it's like if you are giving your wife 10,000 naira monthly for the house upkeep in 30 days. 10 years ago, I want to maintain the same 650 or 460 to $1. It can come down to about 550.
So what's the difference? What would the Dangote refinery that would find Nigerian oil? In fact, government is even relying on it. Some African countries or West African countries are relying on it. What difference would it make?
Well, we are fortunate that what federal government cannot do, individual has done it, right, for within 6 years, which is even a big step again on the country. But that's even a savior. And at least it is our own. That is owned by A or B, right? It's Nigerian refinery, which is the 7th Nigerian refinery in the world after. Others go to Niger or Cameroon, right? Maybe out of the 10, maybe about 7 are being used in the country. But I'm sending out 10 trucks every day. So so I have to base my calculation based on the 10 trucks.
Okay.
Either it's consumed here, or in the air, or under the sea. Yes.
Right.
It's a very serious matter. It's a very serious matter because we are the ones subsidizing the boarding
For
countries.
those countries?
Yes, we are the ones financing them for years.
How is it that we have not been able to address this matter of smuggling to other countries, knowing that
Yeah, please.
All right, but your members,
and there they can sell at 50 million. You said that. And I'm wondering who gets paid the money because you said it takes the grace of God not to be
The smuggler now.
involved.
The smuggler, they're the beneficiary. Right? And also, whoever allowed the truck to go must have compromised, not free, must have been paid. That's the truth. Well, I mean, I won't be here to deceive Nigerians. That's the truth. Because if you are a customer, you can remember about 3 months ago, one customs officer arrested some trucks, right? And it became an issue in the country. The guy was arrested and
but who?
Where we'll draw the curtains on the program for today, but let's tell you that the views and reactions of all our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Up next is Your View with Mariah and the ladies, and afterwards is This Morning with Yori Folarin. Do stay safe. Bye for now.